This is Lisa Pearson. I'm with Brandon Sierra. I'm very proud that my intern that worked on this project did a lot of amazing work to do it in a very short time. And I wanted to tell you a little bit about what this is. A very basic application, but what's exciting about it is that it was done by students. And at Cal State San Bernardino, we had a project called Lytle is Vital, which was a watershed education program. And part of that program involved a number of students doing a variety of projects. Some of them were doing it on archaeology, some of them were doing it on water quality sampling, and Brandon was helping take the water quality sampling information and putting it into ArcGIS server. So Lytle Creek is very close to Esri, about 20 miles west, up in the Cajon Pass on the way to Las Vegas, and it's a very wonderful area, but it's also used extensively for day users, and a lot of people we've been finding that it has a lot of contamination issues, and it also happens to be a very large resource for water supply. So one of the things was trying to evaluate how to respond to proposing to put out more information to minimize the impact of the day users and water quality. The creek is listed as a 303D impaired stream, and so one of the goals of the project is to minimize that. So Brandon was put on the job of installing ArcGIS server. We had a lot of interesting challenges in a university environment. It's always a little bit difficult to get to the place where you have very old servers and limited IT support and that type of thing, so it was very challenging, but we got there. One of the things that, before I show the application, I wanted to say one of the most interesting things about it was in order not to do a lot of extra programming for someone who's brand new at this, and this is why I say if we can do it, so can you. We had data, we had E. coli and Enterococcus water quality data samples that if you can look across the top, the data had the date stamp across the top of our data, but the application required that the data be in a different system. So we had to be creative in how we did that. So I'm going to go here and go to our web page. So this is the application, and let's see if I can do an F site here. This is Lytle Creek, and in this case, because it was a prototype example, we had 5 sample sites, and the idea was to be able to report by typing in your month. And there's still a few things we could improve on this, but we're kind of working on it. And the idea was being able to display the E. coli and Enterococcus values for different parts of the creek and where they were being sampled over a year period. So we can see where we put our cursor on top of these, we can see that we're getting kind of high amounts. And as we go into the summer months, when the day user period increases, we can start to see that our numbers really jump up and we get 770 readings and that type of thing. So one of the challenges is trying to look at what kind of day user activity could be minimized. And so the informal ditty for our program is, don't be crass, don't be naughty. Lytle Creek is your water supply, not a potty. So, okay, that's sort of unofficial. But anyway, the idea is that we really wanted to do outreach and education, and so we do have a Lytle Creek webpage on our university site, and we're hoping that some funding might come through to help keep the program going. And I really have to say, I really appreciated having Brandon be able to just jump in and go through a lot of challenges, and we have to also thank the database challenge was really something that really was helped by a lot of people at Esri, so thank you very much for all your help. And I think we're pretty much close.
All right. Thank you.